darlings, and welcome to part 2 of my broadcasts of 7.2. We are going to be continuing with main scenario this time. Aren't we, little Napsalotl? Yes. I see your blankies falling down a little bit. There we go. There we go, that's better. That's your blankie fix for you. Right, so let us make sure that we are broadcasting. Now live on your channel. There we go. Right, so. Well now, how good of you to come and see me again. You're always welcome to Neil Stein, adorable. You heading to the back room? Yep. Feels like she left this machine running in to process more of the data from the field station. Is it done yet? Though we have too little information to draw any useful conclusions as yet, I dare say the Queen of Reason's behaviour henceforth will be illuminating. Neo-regulators. I heard the idea came from the citizenry, but something doesn't sit right. We'll look into this. Hey, you ever heard of the Radona Consortium? I absolutely can't stand that lot, let me tell you. That's why I give the Nexus Arcade a word birth. Even the residential district's too close for my liking, so I just crash here. A glimmer of the past. Cryo wishes to catch up on recent events. Ah, Elita, your timing could not have been better. If you have a moment, we have some things we'd like to share. Excellent. We'll just wait for Lamity. She should arrive shortly. Elita, glad to have you here too. And speak of the devil, let's catch each other up, shall we? Right, I'll go first if nobody minds. We've been back in Tuliolal and spoke with Kinoa. I told him all about the records left behind by Gulolja's mother, as well as Fiend's reappearance. We decided that I should remain in the dome until things settle down more. But while I'm Gulolja's guardian, I'm also a foreign ruler. I'll have to take care not to appear as though I'm meddling in Alexandrian politics. That's all for me. As for the rest of us, we've been keeping track of this new Fiend. She has been making regular appearances before the people, and each time she does, she encourages them to become endless. Alas, much else about her remains a mystery, including why she's chosen to reveal herself now. On our end, we've confirmed that only those ruined regulators have had the knowledge of Queen Fiend's death are altered. Someone must have tampered with the devices to remove any and all memories of the event, though we haven't yet identified the perpetrator. Given recent events, Fiend is the chief suspect. Many believe that this Queen of Reason is alive and well, and remember her funeral as a memorial for those lost in the attack. Needless to say, this has proven confusing for those with more accurate recollections. We'll carry on with our investigation. I'll head to Earth and Sky now and coordinate with our people there. There's one other matter. The highlight of this gathering, you might say. We'd like you to meet a certain someone. By all means, where's this person now? In the break room. She is unwell and Eustola and Alice have been tending to her. They'll be able to explain things. I want to see how she's doing, so I'll come too. The break room is at the end of the hallway through that door. We can go whenever you're ready. Much as I'd love to join you in the break room, I'd rather not overwhelm our guest with too many new faces. Better to keep investigating the activities of our new sphere. Alphino and Erenfell have taken it upon themselves to attend the people of Alexandria. Though many are still struggling to deal with recent events, and they hope to make a difference by lending a sympathetic ear. Where is this back room? Supplies. Have to make supplies. There's stuff back here. Kafkia.
What is she doing here? We just heard she was busy spreading talk of becoming endless among the Alexandrians. What's going on here?
She is not who you think she is. Not the Queen of Reason, who has made a miraculous return, but an individual of flesh and blood, possessed of a soul. We chanced upon her in living memory, but she collapsed before we could exchange words. We decided to bring her here for now.
Her body was suffused with lightning ether, which caused a debilitating paralysis. Y'shtola reached out and informed me of her condition, and I came with a porksy as fast as I could. We're now waiting to see if the treatment was effective.
Judging by her appearance, the circumstances of our encounter, and her extreme ethereal aspect, I am all but certain that she is the one from whom the Endless Sphere was created. The original Queen Sphere of Alexandria.
How is she still alive?
What? But how can that be possible? The real Sphere died of illness 4 centuries ago.
Or that's what they'd like you to believe. Was she in stasis or something?
I died. Whatever do you mean? I am not dead. I'm not. What is this place? Where is everyone? Otis and Zelenia? And who are you people?
Oh no.
Calm down. We mean you no harm. You've been unwell, and it wouldn't do to strain yourself. Please, help me. I don't understand any of this.
Of course. But if I might confirm some things first. You are Queen Sphene of Alexandria, are you not?
Yes. Yes, I am.
And ere you awoke here, you were in another unfamiliar place. Is that correct?
I opened my eyes and saw a strange, dark room. Outside, there were towering buildings, clad in electrope.
You slumbered at the heart of that city for many years, within a facility called the Meso Terminal. Many things have come to pass during that time, some of which you may find upsetting. Are you sure you wish to learn of them?
In that dark room, there was an electric casket designed to preserve its occupant in cold stasis. Until the terminal and its systems were recently shut down, that was where you were kept, in all likelihood. Since the time of the Old Kingdom, for 4 centuries.
What? Do you speak true? I've been asleep for that long. 400 years.
Our records say that Queen Sphene succumbed to the rampant lightning energies unleashed during the storm surge. But it seems the truth is rather different.
What would Otis do if he were here? What can I do? The original Queen Sphene. We'll tell her what she wants to know. Then we'll decide what we need to do. We turned up in her chamber when we searched the Meso Terminal. Safe to say, none of us had anticipated this development. The treatment may have been effective, but the road ahead for her remains uncertain. To wake up alone in the distant future, and seemingly by no choice of your own, you can hardly blame her for reacting as she did. I do not believe that you are lying, so please, tell me everything that has happened. Everything. Very well. But let us do so with care, lest we cause you undue strain. Now, while I should like more of us to assist, it isn't practical to gather everyone, so I will summon Grahatia and Kryl for now.
I know this has all been a lot to take in, but how are you feeling? Physically, I mean.
Much better now, thanks to Y'shtola and Alisei's ministrations. In fact, I can scarcely remember the last time I felt so hale. I know not how to repay them, not only for coming to my aid, but for telling me about my kingdom besides.
I don't think they're ones to keep score. Isn't that right?
Oh, come on. I want to say both, but... God, those are both nice options, but that just seems so generic. Oh. They're comrades you can rely on.
She's known those two for a long time. You can trust in her judgment. Besides, you helped to prove that their treatment works here as well. With this success, they'll be able to help others in Alexandria who suffer from the same illness. Few things could make them happier.
I see. Full glad am I to know that we may cure the affliction after so long. So very long. I steeled myself, having been warned, but it's difficult to come to terms with everything.
Sphene? Maybe going out and seeing it would help. Alexandria as it is now.
Oh, great idea! There's no substitute for seeing things with your own eyes. That said, there is a chance that you'll run into the other Sphene. Still want to take a look, even so?
It would be a lie to say I do not feel anxious, but I wish to walk among the people, to hear their voices and learn about their realm.
We can go together.
Truly, I would be honored.
Then allow us to show you the sights.
Thank you, Wuklamot.
Come on, we'll give Sphene the grand tour. Sphene asked me not to call her by her title. I understand why, but it feels strange. Thank you as well, Elita, for your kindness. The Endless Sphene You knew her, did you not? It may take time for both of us to come to terms with the situation, myself especially, but I recognize that I must. I may still be here, but the world I knew is gone. Come on, we'll give Sveen the grand tour. Sveen asked me not to call her by title. I understand why, but it feels strange. Memories of a bygone age. Sveen is eager to see the new Alexandria. Before heading out, I should put on more suitable attire. There's a modern outfit among the items Shale has prepared for me, I believe. If you'd wait outside, I should need only a moment. Alright, take your time. Shale says that she chose the outfit herself. Once I've changed, I shall join you outside. Right, what I want to do is... go here.
I know this has all been a lot to take in, but...
Much better. I know not how to repay.
I don't think they're ones to keep score. Isn't that right?
Yshtilla is the motherly sort.
She's known those two for a long time. You can trust in her judgment. Besides, you helped to prove that their treatment works here as well.
I don't think it changes the dialogue, but I just want to check just in case.
I know this is all...
Much better. I know not.
I don't think they're what...
Alice never abandons those in need.
She's known those two for a long time. Besides, you helped to prove that their treatment works here as well.
Okay, so It doesn't matter which option you pick, you get the same dialogue option. Okay. No, that's not where I want to go. Right, let us continue with the story. Even if she can walk, she's still far from fully recovered. We'll have to take care not to push her too hard. I haven't gone outside in a while. Shield decrypted more of my mother's records, so I've been spending a lot of time reading them. Ishtola and Alize left for the government sector. They wanted to discuss how to go about treating those afflicted with lightning. Admirable. I don't know how they keep going with so much as a short break.
Apologies for keeping you waiting. I've never worn such clothing before.
Oh,
Oh,
that really suits you.
Agreed.
I'm glad to hear that.
A moment before you head out. Circumstances being what they are, we thought it best to come up with a way to distinguish you from the other Sphenes, and we should probably settle on this now rather than later.
I suppose it could get pretty confusing.
First, we propose calling you simply Sphene. As for the former Queen of Reason, Endless Sphene should suffice.
What about the new one who's been addressing the citizens?
Despite being the spitting image of Endless Sphene, we know she's a different entity. So we were thinking of calling her a simulant, after imitation stones.
I see. Well, they're definitely not the same. And that's as good a way as any to draw a distinction. But what do you think, Sphene? Is that all right with you?
Rest assured, I have no objections. When I am in the city, however, I intend to keep both my face and name secret. For the people of today's Alexandria know only the Endless Sphene.
We're sorry to subject you to such ignominy.
No, I myself would rather not invite complications, so it is quite all right. Thank you for your concern, Shale. Let us be off then. I am in your capable hands.
That you are. First, we'll head to the entrance of Solution 9.
Good idea. We should start from scanning Port 9. I'll do my best to explain things.
As long as we keep Sphaine's identity under wraps, it should be safe enough to walk around the city. Still, we can't be too cautious while the stimulant's off doing whatever it is she's doing. Do take care out there. Do. So this is Alexandria. Despite being inside the tower, it feels as though I'm out in the open. And though the sights are nothing like I remember, Electro is still everywhere I look. It is a strange yet familiar place. A lady wants to talk with Lamity, so while they're busy... What lady? I'll tell you about what we can see from here. Is there any place that interests you? There are so very many, I can't decide where to begin. And why don't we let Elita choose? The lady talking to Lamity just came back from Tuliolo. It was her first time since being trapped in the barrier 30 years ago. She has family in Alexandria now, so she had to return. But the train made it safe and easy for her to make the journey, and it's all thanks to everyone's hard work. There was once a railroad connecting Alexandria and neighbouring Lindblom, but operations were suspended when relations deteriorated. Eventually the tracks were removed entirely. To see that a railroad now connects us with new neighbours is gratifying. Especially considering that our history began with war, with Alexandria the aggressor, and continue to strive for peace. Tuliolo's leaders have shown great magnanimity, and I can't help but feel moved. There are lots of different shops at the Nexus Arcade, selling everything you need. It's always full of people out doing their shopping. The Endless Fiend gave Elita and Lamity a tour of the place. I remember watching them from a distance. The castle town I knew had a main thoroughfare that was lined with shops. Whenever I visited, the citizens would come and speak with me about matters great and small. Just like that lady is doing now with Wuklamat. In the government sector, there's a counter where citizens can get matched to jobs. There's also a soul exchange, but no one goes there much these days since there aren't many souls in circulation. I'm unsure how I feel about regulators and the treatment of souls as a resource. I understand the grief of those who have lost loved ones, and the desire to escape the sorrow of death. Even so, I would never wish to forget. My parents, Otis, Zelania, I want to remember them all. I am reluctant to impose my personal beliefs upon others, though. If you attune to Lane Node 9, you can teleport back here anytime you want. You can also use it to teleport to other locations in Solution 9. It makes it easy to get around. That's the mode of travel that utilised ether currents, yes? We had the same in my time, but when the storm surge broke out, such nodes were sealed off to prevent enemy use. And after the war, the etheric balance across the entire world had collapsed. Not only was travel outside the barrier ill-advised, the act of teleportation itself had become dangerous. We had to abandon the nodes altogether. It is heartening to see them available again for the use of one and all. Thanks for your help, Elita. I hope Queen Speen, just Speen, will feel at home here one day. The joy of spying stars between faint gaps in the clouds is absent here, but 'tis a fine thing to be sheltered from the thunder and rain. Sorry about that. I got a little carried away with the conversation. It's alright. Elita and I told her about the places we can see from here. Really? That's great! Right then, why don't we stroll through the residential sector and then stop at Mosaic? We can take a break there. I must be hurting. I understand this cafe was named for the different races, who appear as a mosaic of colours when they gather here. What an inspired idea. Welcome to Mosaic. When you're ready to order, just let me know. What should I get? We've been walking for a while, so let's rest our feet, eh? Drinks are on me. Speen, Elita, the two of you go ahead and order first. Do 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 do.
So many different drinks. I can't decide. Ooh. I'll have this, please. A Dali coffee.
Of course. I should warn you though, Dali beans are an older variety known for their strong bitterness. Still want one?
The bitterness is the best part. Have you decided as well?
I'll have the same.
Two Dali coffees then. The beans make for dark roasts that are quite aromatic. I find the sharp flavour invigorating, though a dash of milk can be a wonderful complement.
I'll have your drinks ready in a moment.
They're certainly well liked. It's a wonderful feeling, spending time with the people. But they're not my people anymore, are they? Their city, their way of life, even the ground upon which they tread. I am a stranger to it all.
Aww.
The weight of the long years is finally beginning to sink in.
Your Majesty, is that you?
Well, I'm sorry to disappoint, but I am not Queen Sphene, though I'm often told we look alike.
There you are. How many times have I told you not to go off alone? I'm sorry he bothered you, Mum. Come now, we're going home.
Bye, not Queen Sphene.
I do not know that boy, nor does he know me. No one does. Another harsh reminder that I have no place here.
Your place is where you make it.
Yet, no matter how much things have changed, I am happy. I am. For Alexandria has endured. Our sacrifice was not in vain. Even so, I cannot help but feel lonely.
I understand that feeling. They were worried about not having the irregulators, but Lamity cheered them up. If you ever have any troubles or anything else you want to talk about, I'm always here to lend an ear. In search of meaning, Sphene looks at you apologetically. Forgive me, I didn't mean to darken the mood. Still, I feel better for having shared my feelings with you. Thank you. I'm sorry I'm not being much of a guide. I don't usually get approached this often. It's quite all right. The people have been through so much, it's only natural for them to seek comfort and assurance from someone they trust. Besides, I was able to relax with a delicious cup of coffee and have a lovely chat with Elita. I appreciate your understanding. Right then, where to next? We could take a look inside the next arcade, but it can probably wait for when we actually need something. In that case, let's head back to the recreation zone. There's plenty to see on True View. I know Hello, sweet Irene. Let's see. Choo-choo. Hey, are you alright? He was this way when we arrived. Ugh. He looks pale. We need to find a place for him to rest. Thank you. I was on my way to attend to some business when the memory of being killed came flooding back. The danger has passed, I know, but the terror lingers. For all the comfort I've offered others in my work, I can't seem to find comfort myself. I see. When the soldiers attacked, he may be physically none the worse for wear, but unseen wounds also require time to heal. The regulators and souls they used to spare themselves the horror of death ended up subjecting them to it over and over again. If only we'd come to their aid sooner. But we're here now. We can offer this man the comfort he can't give himself. Try as I might, I can't shake this fear. My courage has completely deserted me. Thank you, I feel better already. Your encouragement was exactly what I needed. But where are my manners? My name is Malachite, and I am an usher. An usher? They're the ones who came to those without long to live, right? But given everything that's happened, I expect your duties have changed. That's correct. We no longer attend to the dying. It's only after they have passed away in their family's care that we convey their remains to a government storage facility. A storage facility? What for? Henceforth we must inter the deceased, but as the specifics are undecided, the bodies must be kept in cold storage for the time being. I didn't know. I heard there were some graveyards over by the submerged city, but like funerals, burial customs must be long forgotten. Did you have usher duties? If so, we could help. I'm not actually here in official capacity, so I'm loath to trouble you further, but since you asked, I shall explain why I've come. I've taken to deliver the personal effects of the departed to their families. Even although their memories have been entrusted to the cloud, I still remember where they once lived. The rule was to dispose of any belongings. To do anything else was strictly forbidden, but it saddened me to see them discarded like waste, so I began secreting away what I could. Of course, I understand that not everyone shares my sentiments, and I leave it to the families to decide what to do with these items. Some accept my deliveries, others reject them. Whether I'm doing the right thing, I cannot say, but I feel the families should be given the choice. Oh, they didn't have it before then. It's important to think about what people leave to us. I want to help. Do you want to help too, Elita? Deliveries happen to be my speciality. I'm truly grateful. Now, there are 4 items to be delivered here in the recreation zone. I leave them in your care. In the meantime, I will head to the residential sector to make deliveries there. After you've finished, please meet me back here. I would like to know the family's reaction. You know, there have been people in Tuliolo who had similar episodes due to the trauma of the siege. Would you mind if I went with Malachite, just to keep an eye on him? Only if you can handle those deliveries without me, of course. It's fine, it's fine. I'm sure he'll be happy for the company. Come on, let's deliver these keepsakes to their families. So, there are 4 items in total to deliver. Right, 3 for people on True View and 1 for someone over by the Neon Stein. Let's visit them in that order. Might I trouble you to do the talking, Elita? I fear my voice may betray my identity. Lead the way. We'll be right behind you. Even though they're gone, the mementos of our loved ones give us the means to reconnect with them in spirit. I'm sure the people who receive these items will treasure them greatly. I heard before about ushers clearing out the homes of the departed. No wonder he started thinking about their belongings. The way the buildings are all in a row now reminds me of the old castle town. Life as it were, I can see why Oblivion can blend in. The people around True View seem scary at first, but most of them are really kind. When I see someone passed out on the street now, I worry if they'll be alright. Is there something you need? Entrusted to you by Malachite, this keepsake has been carefully wrapped for delivery. Ah, so Malachite sent you. He was very considerate. When he offered to bring me the keepsake, he stressed that I didn't have to accept it if I felt uncomfortable. I see why some would say no, but I couldn't do that, not when it's something that belonged to my parents, who I understand now I will never see again. Having spare souls won't save us from the inevitable. That's always been the case. But now I find myself wondering about this and that, like how much longer I can afford to muck around with my brothers. But I won't bore you with my ramblings. Thanks for bringing me the keepsake, and give my regards to Malachite. Oh, hello. Do I know you? Ah, so this is the keepsake. Truth be told, I've been wavering as to whether or not I should accept it. I mean, it belonged to someone that died. It's got me thinking about what we did to Tuliolal. I didn't even know we'd killed so many of their people. Not until the funeral. What if they decide to retaliate? Lamity, Muklamat would never do that. She and everyone in Tuliolal know that my father was to blame for the attack, not the Alexandrian people. Oh dear, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you speak ill of your father. It's just I can't stop worrying about death, and hearing that they're running out of neo-regulators makes it worse. I don't know what to do anymore. You can purchase beverages from these machines. That's wonderful. I've always believed that technology should be developed for the benefit of the people. Ganault's favourite energy tonic is a special formula, not like the ones they sell here. I wanted to try one, but Shell wouldn't let me. What is it? If you're trying to sell me something, I'm not interested. Oh, you brought the keepsake. Thank you. I've been looking forward to this, hoping that it might help me remember. But no such luck, it seems. The owner is dead, and I'll never become one of these endless Queen's Fiend tells us about. It's a sad thought. Even so, I'm not sure I want to become an endless myself. They're made by putting your memories into a new body made of ether. Doesn't that mean you yourself have to die first? The thought of not having to worry about souls was appealing, so I was happy to receive a neo-regulator, but I've only had doubts since then. If Queen's Fiend herself recommends it, I want to believe that all will be well, but still... Sorry, I need to clear my head. That's everyone and two of you. Let's go to the Neon Stein. Whoosh. Are you talking to me? Oh right, this. I can't say it stirs any memories, but it does feel familiar somehow. You know, you look familiar yourself. Where do I know you from? Ah, of course, you're the unenhanced challenger. No, champion. I can't stress how incredible it is what you've achieved without using feral souls. It's a genuine honor to meet you, though not for the first time, I realize. I was at the infusion station in the government sector, and it wasn't my finest moment, as you might recall. You're the Arcadian fighter who was desperate for souls. That's right. I'm sorry you had to see me like that. Anyway, seeing as we're meeting properly now, the name's Lithander. I used to fight in the Arcadion, but not anymore. I took Queen Sphyn's words to heart and found a new job. One where I can put my knowledge of physical conditioning to use. As you know, lots of people were badly hurt when the mechanical soldiers malfunctioned, and I've been assisting with their rehabilitation. It's not something I ever imagined myself doing, but here we are.
Not many people can help others like you can. I think it's great what you're doing.
Yeah, thanks. It's encouraging to hear that. There's this fellow who has to learn to walk all over again. Becoming endless would solve all his problems, but he's determined to overcome them the hard way, with the body he's got. Seeing that gave me a newfound appreciation for my own body. It's a gift from my parents, a sturdy thing that survived the arena, and I need to take better care of it.
I'm the only blue-skilled Hubigo besides my father. Lamity once told me that. I don't know how my father felt about it, and there are times when it hurts to think about the things we share. Still, I don't want to lose that. Even if I could look the same as an Endless, I would never throw away this body.
Most people would find it hard to do so, I imagine. Just the thought makes me feel uncomfortable about the whole becoming endless affair. But I need to get back to work. It was nice talking to you, and thanks for the delivery. Glad the way I am is my parents' gift to me, and how I was able to learn more about them, and about myself. A jewel shattered, Sphyn is eager to tell Makalite of your success. I believe that takes care of the deliveries. Thank you for taking charge, Elita. From what I've seen and heard, it's plain the people held their queen in high regard, and the stimulant has exploited their love and admiration to win over so very many. Come, let us report to Malachite. He should be back at the north of the recreation zone. Done with your deliveries. We've just gotten back ourselves. Those we spoke with all harbored an anxiety towards death,
There's hardly an unnatural sentiment to have, and yet... Malachite seems to be doing better. Thank you for your assistance. With this, every delivery I'd planned for today is accounted for. The reactions I received were mixed. While some were glad, others decided they did not want the items after all. How was your experience? Everyone accepted their items, but they all felt differently about them. One person couldn't remember the keepsake's owner, another couldn't stop worrying about their own death. I see. It's difficult indeed to predict how people may behave when confronted with reminders of loss. Of late, I've come to believe that we are each the sum of our moments we shared with our loved ones. And when they passed away, we lost our memories of these people, we lost a part of ourselves. It's a thought that saddens me to no end. If our memories of the departed are no longer to be entrusted to the cloud, I wish that those already taken could be returned to us. Well, my friends, I must resume my formal duties. My thanks again for your aid. Malachite speaks true. Our memories are what define us. They form the path we walk to be where we are. My endless self, I expect, was much alike me in the beginning. But I cannot become like her, no more than she can become like me. For once our paths diverged, so too did our lives and experiences. That's true. Even if we start from the same place, we all have different journeys. At some points, things like our goals and our ways of thinking are bound to change. The Endless Fiend was one possibility, a version of myself who made choices. I want to believe I never would. I'm beginning to come to terms with the fact I did, though. Huh? Is that... the simulant? Don't just look at us and smile. She was looking straight at us. If I didn't know better, I'd say she wanted us to follow her. I have a bad feeling about this, but we might not have another chance to figure out what she's up to. We're going after her, right? My first time seeing the simulant. Though she was smiling, something about her scared me. There's a strange feeling, pursuing one's spitting image. Where does she want us to go, I wonder? She's gone. She's gone. She's gone. All gone. The simulant headed into the street over there. The neon sign is that way. Let's hurry. Did we lose her? I don't like this. What is she up to?
Not here. Let's press on, if only a little further.
Huh?
Hey! Are you alright?
So she didn't die. Vexing, but expected.
That was about the strongest bolt we can produce within Everkeep. What now?
We obtain more precise measurements. Narrow the range of variables to avoid unnecessary trial and error. That is the most expeditious course of action.
I know that voice.
You there! Yes, you! We have important business with you.
We left something in your keeping. The key to interdimensional fusion. You will kindly return it to us, yes?
No. You ask that after you try to kill me?
Now that you mention it, the other way around may have been more appropriate. If I had the key, I wouldn't need to be cruel and turn away so many people. Far more than 5,000 could become endless and know eternal happiness.
What? You mean to steal ether from other worlds again?
All is for the sake of his experiments. Twas for that reason, you know, that the previous me created the Endless. I pity her. She was forced to attempt the impossible, to turn every soul who dies into an Endless, even though there's no end to them. Admittedly, that was part of the plan. Her desperation would drive her to claim the key and use it, and sure enough, she did just that. I know you had a soft spot for her, Lamachi. So for what it's worth, I'm truly sorry. Alas, we are naught more than pawns, pieces in his grand design.
Don't you dare make light of her love for her people. Don't you dare!
Strike me down if you wish. I shall be made anew. And I doubt many would look kindly upon the vow of resolve of Tuliolol if she attacked a neighboring queen, and not for the first time, would you be willing to accept the repercussions?
Damn you!
What is the objective of these experiments?
You're speaking to me. Our goal is to usher in the next phase of mankind's evolution. Since time immemorial, life has used death to facilitate adaptation in an ever-changing environment. The old and infirm are weeded out, allowing the species to thrive. Generational succession. This has been our survival strategy. Yet, this strategy has long since reached its practical limit. It is outdated. It relies on progeny, which gives rise to unchecked population growth. Resources become scarce, invariably leading to conflict.
Oh, this music.
All the while, death is ever present and robs our species of untold potential. Where man now stands in his evolution, bodies of flesh no longer make sense. What we must strive for next is carefully managed, eternal preservation.
Calyx! You're Calyx, aren't you?
You know him?
The young genius who had mastered electrode technology. He founded the scientific collective known as Preservation and devoted himself to developing a cure for the paralysis which plagued our people. Calyx! You always had your gaze set upon the future, and I know you do now. But I beg you, do not deceive the people of Alexandria. Do not manipulate them with this imitation forged from my memories. Well, how rude. Yet, whatever you may say, I'm the one whom the people regard as queen. You may have worn the crown for a few years, but now you are no one. Just a frail, fleshy version of me that could die at any moment. The kingdom has no use for such as you.
Our demand is simple. Surrender the key. Refusal will necessitate consequences.
What a cool thing to say to Sven. Oh, the simulant's gone now. Are you alright, Elita? Forgive me. I was once able to use healing spells, but my long slumber appears to have sapped my magical reserves. It's frustrating to be so powerless, but perhaps I must accept my newfound limitations. The meeting. Sphene has a pained look in her eyes. Alexandria has no need for Queen Sphene. It's the Queen of Reason, my endless counterpart, that they love. And although it is a hard truth to accept, it is nevertheless the truth. I must find a new way to serve.
You're not alone, and together we can get through anything.
Well said, and it just so happens there's something that only you can do right now at this moment. Let's start with Calix. What can you tell us about him? He was a prodigy who specialized in the field of electrope and made his mark during the storm surge. Yet even as he basked in the admiration of his peers, he struggled with an illness that he had from birth, which left him with precious little time to live. For him to still be here 4 centuries on, I think it's safe to assume that he has become an endless. I see. While we're somewhat familiar with preservation, I never imagined we'd cross paths with one of them like this. You know about preservation? We do. They're supposed to have created Everkeep's core system, as well as the Endless Sphene.
Did they? All while I was slumbering? The members of Oblivion have spent a lot of time investigating preservation. We should head to the back room and tell them what's happened.
And I am going to have a brief little break, 2 minutes.
I'm back. Apologies for the delay there. Thank you for looking after everything for me. We heard about the ambush. You seem to have weathered it well, but try to avoid straining yourself. Do you hear me? To think that Kyle's parents were once members of Preservation. We've given the others a summary, but we can wait on the details if you need some rest. Are you feeling alright? The sign might yield some clues.
We've heard what happened. So, Preservation has revealed itself at last.
And using the key, they mean to turn even more people into Endless. It seems safe to assume that they too intend to steal ether from the other reflections. But unlike the previous Sphene, they have no intention of saving everyone. Calyx, of all people, would know precisely how much ether is required to sustain an Endless. Thus, he is able to set a realistic limit to their creation without being swayed by emotion.
Carefully managed, eternal preservation. Whether or not this can be considered an evolution, 'tis plain that man's very existence would be forever changed.
Say, if this Calyx is as brilliant a scientist as everyone says, could he have been the one who erased everyone's memories of Endless Sphene's death?
I would have to assume that.
That is a possibility, though I cannot speak to his motives. Though Calyx has outright stated his ultimate goal, how his actions will further this agenda remains unclear. That said, we have seen how anxiety towards death continues to spread amongst Alexandrians. Perhaps the simulant stokes this fear to entice them to become endless. Everyone is afraid of death. We try to put it out of our minds, and I do not blame the people for feeling as they do. Nonetheless, I wish to stop the simulant. I wish to do what I can for those who believe in their queen. Although I wear no crown, were I to forsake the people, then I would truly have no place here.
I don't know if this will help in that endeavor, but I've found something interesting.
Oh?
When I analyzed the sign that Calyx appeared on, I was able to determine the source of transmission. I traced it back to a terminal used only by Preservation, located in the Foundation sector.
Foundation sector? That came up in my mother's records, didn't it? It's where the old castle was hidden.
But did he want us to find this?
Everkeep was built atop the castle of the former kingdom. Access to the immediate area, the Foundation sector, is highly restricted, with map data accordingly classified.
The old castle is inside this tower.
It's an ideal place for preservation to conceal the terminal, I must say. Having existed since the storm surge, they would be familiar with the castle's layout.
But I wonder, would someone so versed in electrope, such as Calyx, be so careless as to leave a trail?
Oh, I expect he intended for us to find the terminal.
So just as I suspected.
It may be a trap, but it's our only lead. What do you think, my friend?
We can't leave them to their own devices.
No, we cannot. We must learn exactly what he is plotting.
If you're set on this course of action, I'll work on getting you access to the Foundation sector. Sit tight for now.
Please, let me come with you. I may not possess any special skills, but I know the castle better than any. So please.
All right. If that's what you want, then we go together. The rest of us will take point and secure the way, and we'll count on you to guide us in the castle.
I'm working on securing a route to the Foundation sector. Please sit tight for a while. Calyx determines how many will become endless, but leaves the choice of who in the hands of the people. Is this his idea of fairness, or does he simply not care? Perhaps he considers all to be worthy of salvation. Oh, but it's too early for such speculation. In the world of Sphyn's memories, the town was already submerged. Given their dire circumstances, I expect the people considered stripping the castle for materials to rebuild. For the structure to endure even now, it speaks to the importance of the Alexandrians, as well as its resilience. According to the records from Iwata, my mother was investigating orogenics for her own research into souls. There was map data for orogenics in the records, and that's how we learned about the castle in the Foundation sector. At last, we have a plan. Let's make it count. Thank you for allowing me to accompany you. It may take time for me to find my place in this new Alexandria, but I will, slowly but surely. The castle was once my home. I shall do my utmost to be of use on this mission. At last we have a plan. Let's make it count. According to records from Iwata, my mother was investigating orogenics for her own research into souls. Yeah, we've seen that already. Descent to the Foundation. Shield is eager to get on with it. Right, I believe I've plotted a viable route to the Foundation sector. As we don't have much information on the area, I'll come along and gather geographic data on site. You can leave the navigating to me. I'll stay behind this time, but let me know if there's anything I can do to help. Oblivion is fortunate to have a capable adapter like you, Gulolja.
And no matter what the future holds, your knowledge of Electro is bound to serve you well. With such dependable support here, we may embark on our mission. Come, let's head to the lift in the government sector. Be safe out there. Here we go. I know. Resolution is the way to go. Though it was built from a distance, I still remember the sight of Alexandria's castle in the virtual domain. I wonder how it looks compared to then. Everything has been arranged for your passage to the Foundation sector. From here we head to the bottom of Everkeep. I can't help but feel nervous returning there after so long. Calyx has all but invited us, so we must assume that we are expected. Oblivion's gotten us permission to use the lift. It's nice when things can move quickly. Well, let's go then. There's no direct lift to the Foundation sector, so we'll have to transfer to another on the way. If we take the wrong lift, we'll end up in the wrong sector, so be sure to follow her instructions. According to Tesha Jazz records, the tower is divided into inner and outer sections below orogenics. The castle is at the heart of the inner section. So upon arriving at the Foundation sector, we need to make our way inwards. Elita, take this communicator with you. It's been modified to track your coordinates, so I'll be guiding you as I collect data. Sounds like we're all set. Let's get going! Here we go! Yes! We're heading into a trap, so what's your step? I'll be your guide for the descent to the Foundation sector, after which Shale will take over. Please take care not to lose the communicator. It'd be nice if this foray was uneventful, but that would be a naive hope. Better to expect the worst. I shall follow close behind with Shale. Though we are taking a risk, the far greater danger would be to wait. This time, let us take the battle to Calyx. Calyx uses the people's love for Sphene to further his own schemes. We can't allow him to do so any longer.
Whatever it takes, we'll find and stop him. Here we go.
I stand ever ready.
Let's get to it.
There are beasts ahead of you. They must have gotten in and made themselves at home.
It seems we must clear a path to these creatures. Indeed, let us proceed with caution. Let's get some buffs on the go.
Access hatch nearby that leads inside. Look for an opening.
I had to put my training on the beach to good use. This sand must have built up in long years.
want.
Whoa, that's a big bug. Has it been using this chamber as its lair? Moving along the pipes. Where's it going? I don't think it's trying to flee. Where did it hide? Oh shit.
hatch and head inside.
Good work. Now to... that was the vexing creature that was. I think to think it was clever enough to use the pipes and sound to its advantage. I think we just go down. Paper material. It's the castle. Could that be? Ooh, could that be?
construction was apparently a constant battle against the rising water level. Even during the war, the people labored to maintain the castle. It meant a lot to them. It's upsetting to think that Preservation's terminal is in this place.
Hold on. Someone's jumped communications. Step alert.
Wait, Shell's transmission cut off. We knew it wouldn't be easy. Let's stay strong and keep going.
Let us measure your strength.
That voice. Calyx? Did he test us against that mechanical soldier?
was following orders.
That was hardly a challenge, I see. You will show me more. I bid you press on.
Fine by me. If he wants a show, let's give him one. Does even a fiercer machine await us? I am level at least 725. It came out of nowhere. What a fright. Oh, that's a pretty chandelier. I like looking around these new places. Is it guarding the door? All the more reason to see what lies beyond.
You are untroubled thus far, but I have something that may test you yet.
Indefatigable defense.
We still lack sufficient data. Very well. Let us see how you perform against this. This machine has long guarded these crumbling halls.
Carved into Alexandria's mountain, perhaps?
How will you handle this?
Take that!
Oh, I see.
Let us introduce more weaponry. Let us see what this yields. Perhaps a new approach to assess your adaptability. Still alive. How unfortunate. For you to die here, it would save me trouble later. I'm beginning to understand how you were able to defeat Queen Eternal.
Okay, that was pretty easy.
That will do. We have enough to proceed with an analysis.
And so the trap was sprung as expected. Where are you hiding, Calyx? Jill and Spin should be far behind.
Calyx was measuring our strength. Is that why he contrived to lead us here?
It looks like we've cleared away the machines and beasts. But who knows what else he might have in store. From here on out, Sven and Shale will move with us. Let's find that terminal, but stay alert for more threats.
Before my illness left me bedridden, I used to walk through here on my way to watch Otis and Zelenia train. You knew Otis, if I'm not mistaken. Zelenia was his second in command in the Royal Knights of Alexandria. Oh, how I loved to see the two of them spar. I once dreamed of fighting by their side, so I studied the magical arts under my tutor. But when I was 15, the storm surge broke out, and both my father and mother passed away. As the new queen, I was forbidden from taking to the battlefield, for our nation would fracture had I died without a successor. Though in the end I could barely move, I regret that I didn't go out there and fight. At least while I still could. My endless self lamented not being able to protect the realm with benevolence. 'Tis a feeling to which I can relate.
Sphene.
Ah, forgive me. 'Twas not my intent to darken the mood. Come, let us press on.
This is one big castle, though. How far does this hallway go? Do you know, Sphene? What?
What happened?
Leave her out of this.
Oh, it seems our guest brought company. So this was your doing? It was. We installed a teleporter that is triggered by the presence of the key, you see? Ah, I'm afraid etheric transmissions cannot penetrate the walls of the throne room. It will take your friends a good while to find you.
I confess the Valia Pira did not suffice to assess your capabilities. So I shall try something else. You are free to use anything at your disposal. The better you fight, the more accurate my data. Attaining a precise measure of your strength, that is the most expeditious way to reclaim the key to which you so stubbornly cling.
Ah, noble Zelenia, dashing as ever. These villains mean to do us harm. Strike them down, I bid you. What? This machine is Zelenia! Indeed it is. We couldn't preserve her memories while she lived, so she has been reconstructed from our recollections of her. The endless me being created in answer to the earnest desires of Alexandrians. That I can accept. But to twist the memories of those I held dear and treat them as playthings. This disgrace I cannot abide! Loath though I am to comply with their demands, this monstrosity must be destroyed. Not least of all for Zelenia's honor. If she was indeed created from my memories, even if I cannot fight, I may be able to offer you counsel. So please, lend me your strength and end this farce.
Leave it to me.
Ah, there it is.
I am Selenia Triantaphili. Royal Knight of Alexandria, and sworn blade of Her Majesty the Queen. Upon my blade, I swear, no harm shall come to Her Highness.
You will not defile Zelenia's memory any longer.
Feel the sting of my divine blade!
I know this technique. You must keep moving. Work should be recreated so faithfully.
I will suffer none to threaten Alexandria! Heaven roar! Fall!
Capable of much, much more.
I will show you the soul of a royal knight! For the honor and glory of Alexandria, I strike! No more games!
Quickly! Away from the sigils! The sigils channel magic! Be on your guard!
You've no time even to fear my wrath!
You must brace for blade and magic both.
Have at you! Taste my steel!
protection. And yet...
I have pledged my life to the kingdom.
Whoever got so close that I had nowhere to escape.
My resolve shall never waver. I am sworn to protect my queen. I will die before I yield.
That's right. Zelenia was always there to protect me.
Or it creates another one. Let it go.
A disgraceful display. Forgive me, my queen. I have failed you.
Thank you for keeping me from harm. I did terrible in that juicy. I was carried through that.
Did you get what you needed?
I did. Though these figures will complicate matters.
Is that so? Well, if we are done here, then I shall end the transmission. Hold it! If you have no scruples about thus defiling the memories of Zilenia, then there is no way we will ever see eye to eye. You are not fit to be entrusted with the cherished memories of Alexandrians.
I, for one, have no wish to employ the fruits of my research in this manner. It is a waste of time and effort. But since I relinquished my flesh long ago, I must resort to every conceivable method, so long as the hero insists on keeping the key. Why do you so oppose our objective? With the key, we would be able to harvest ether from other reflections and bring forth more endless. We could give this chance to evolve not only to the people of the Ninth, but to those of the Source as well. I see no reason why you should reject such a boon.
We won't let you lay a finger on the reflections.
How miserly you are. But unless you're willing to compromise, you won't be able to save anyone or anything. Well, I'd say our conversation has run its course. Ultimately, what you think is immaterial, for the seeds we've sown have already quickened. The people have glimpsed hope in transcending death, and they can ill turn away from it. And thus does my role come to an end. The rest I leave in your capable hands, Calyx.
As a token of gratitude for consenting to my tests, I leave you with a gift. Be sure to take it with you.
Can't sit on the chair. Okay, I can stand on the chair. The glowing crown. Is that the gift they've given me? Can't pick it up. Zelenia was kind, but she could be stern, a pillar of strength when I ascended the throne in troubled times. Not only did she protect me, she also buoyed my spirit whenever it threatened to buckle under the pressures of my station. By preserving her memory and honor, you've done more for me than you could know. Thank you, Elita. Shared paths. Sphene stands in silence.
Zelenia, it pains me to think that you're gone too.
Aha! Oh, we found you at last.
You had us quite worried when you suddenly disappeared. What in the world happened?
Then preservation's objective is indeed what Calyx claimed. But for them to know about the source and the shards, and to refer to theirs as the ninth, that raises some questions.
Indeed. But for now, I'm just glad the two of you are safe. Oh, right. While we were scouring the castle for you, we came upon a room that looked like a library.
By learning about the Alexandria of old, we may gain valuable insights into preservation. Might we take a number of books with us?
So books still remain. Of course. You are welcome to any that may be of use.
If you don't mind, could we take a look around here first? I'm especially curious about the area over by the throne.
This tiara... It was hers, the Endless Fiend's. What's it doing here?
It's a type of regulator, I believe. It contains the data of the Endless Fiend's memories. Calyx likely used it to create the simulant. Which means that as long as the tiara is in our keeping, we shouldn't need to deal with any more simulants. Strange that he would abandon it, though. Perhaps because the simulant already played her role, like she said. Or Calyx made a copy of the memories. In any case, not much information of import appears to remain on this terminal. But I'll make it so we can access it remotely from the back room.
This contains the memories of another me. A tale of her journey as Queen of Alexandria. Might I hold on to this tiara? You may examine it whenever you wish, of course.
It would be for the best, I think. Does that work for you, Shale?
No objections from me. All right, I'm finished. Let's head to the library, and then back outside.
Farewell, Selenia.
Calyx seems to consider the reflections naught but fields to be harvested for as endless. I do not make a habit of dismissing assertions of others out of hand, but I cannot abide such callous disregard for life. The interference made it impossible to locate you, and prevented link world transmissions besides. Apologies that we couldn't be there for the critical moment, but as usual you found a way to handle matters. Based on the geographic data I gathered, this intersection containing the castle served as a residential area during the early stages of Everkeep's construction. The outer section was then added when they expanded the structure into its present-day shape. I expect the system to dry the earth was installed so they could build a stable foundation on submerged land. I'm glad everyone's safe. The endless beam was just a projected image outside living memory, so it was a bit of a surprise to see an actual item that belonged to her. On the way back I asked Shale why the Matiera might have been in the throne room. She believes that it was being used to record Sven's actions. There's no way to tell now whether or not it was with her knowledge. But it can't be used for questionable ends anymore, so we can at least take comfort in that. The simulant gave the impression that she wouldn't be back, but I suppose only time will tell. And at present we have no further leads on Calyx. For now, perhaps you could take a moment to contact our friends. It would be good to catch each other on recent developments, and I am certain everyone would appreciate hearing from you. I shall take the opportunity to review the books from the castle, and one grimoire in particular. Come to think of it, I have no idea what Ehrenbell's up to. I'll take a look at the preservation terminal. Hopefully there'll be something useful. It irks me to think we're being led on by Calyx, but I'll do my best to find clues out of his passage. Most of the tomes we found were dilapidated from age, but some are thankfully still legible. Ystola Alphen Alize and Ehrenbell should all be somewhere within the dome. Pray do the honours in any order you like. If it isn't Elita, is something the matter? Self-preservation is behind the recent intrigue. It doesn't surprise me.
I'm glad to hear you are none the worse for your trials, though. As for myself, I've just concluded a meeting with Gosan. I told him about the cure for Levin sickness, and we formed a tentative plan to treat all those who are stricken. I'm now otherwise occupied, so I shall take a look around the government sector to see if aught is amiss. And if this Calyx is obsessed with the key, then I ought to begin studying it in earnest as well. Yes, hello? Elita! Free to call out of the blue. Is something wrong? What? You went all the way to the bottom of Everkeep and you didn't think to ask me to come? But I suppose I've been fairly busy myself. I'm pleased to say that we've received permission to begin administering the cure for Levin sickness to citizens. I'm actually due to visit a boy named Milos shortly to see how he's responding to his treatment. You've met him before with Lamity, I believe. The two of you should attend as well if you have time. Ah, excellent timing, my friend. I had a mind to call you myself to see how you were faring. Calyx, while something was obviously afoot, I couldn't have imagined that such an individual would be involved. 'Tis well you were able to prevent the stimulant from sowing further uncertainty. That said, her absence may have consequences. The people of Alexandria still have great trust in Sphene. 'Tis plain the way they speak of her even now, and in how the simulant was able to win them over. When they notice she has ceased to appear again, rumour and worry will spread. We must be mindful of any pronounced shift in the mood of the populace. But forgive me, it's been battle after battle for you, hasn't it? We can handle ourselves for now, so pray rest up while you can and recover your strength. Elita, this is a surprise. Has Wuklamat gotten into trouble again? I see. Knowing you, I expect you're already looking forward to the next obvious trap. Try not to overdo it. I'm in the outskirts at the moment. I've been helping the people with their work, and talking to those I meet to gauge their sentiment. It's been uneventful for the most part, but there was one notable development. Following recent events, some here stopped wearing regulators. This has led to a disparity in what people remember about the Queen's death, and the occasional episode of confusion. I'll be sure to let you know if there are any other changes. It irks me to think we're being led on by Calyx, but I'll do my best to find clues of his passage. I'll take a look at the preservation terminal. Hopefully there'll be something useful. Being able to contact people so far away so easily can do wonders for your peace of mind. Link pearls really are convenient things. I see you were able to reach everyone, that is well.
I thought I heard Alize yelling. I hope everything is alright. Yeah, I might be in her bad books. What did the others have to say, if I may ask? They finished treating Milos? Then we have to go and visit him. Would you mind if I accompanied you? I understand he's afflicted with the self-same condition as I was, and I cannot help but worry for him. Of course, we don't mind at all. In the meantime, I shall take myself around Solution 9 and see how things are. I share Alphinaud's concern about the Queen's absence, and even setting that aside, the situation is not likely to resolve itself while becoming endless remains an option. I had been meaning to visit some shops, so I shall join Cryo. While everyone's out and about, I'll try to pick up Calyx's trail. I'll see if I can dig up some information about the key for Eustola as well. I'll help you. It seems we all have things to do. Still, there's no telling what else Calyx might have planned, so please be careful, everyone. Right, let's go to Milo's apartment. It's in residential radius 914, if I remember correctly. Larity told me all about Milos. She said he was around my age, but couldn't leave his bed. I'd like to go meet him next time. Maybe we can be friends. Calyx is more clever than anyone has the right to be, but I'll sniff him out somehow. Just leave it to me. Good to see you again, and a delight to know that you and Alize are friends. She's been very kind to us. Ugh, Milos, listen up. I'd seen the treatment before, so I knew it would work, but it's still so amazing. Alize and Eustola are miracle workers. I understand my endless self visits Milos often. I will keep quiet so as not to draw suspicion. There you are. Next time something is in the offing, you better remember to call me. Hello. You came before with Queen Sphene. I'm glad you came again. I believe he'll be fine now, but just for good measure, I'll administer a healing spell.
I once hoped that Milos at least might be made an endless. Then he wouldn't need to suffer anymore.
You feel different now?
Thanks to Alizé, Milos is on the road to recovery. He can grow up and live a normal life. And I want to be there with him every step of the way. To grow old with him as his mother and not something else.
That should do it. You're doing well, I'm glad to say.
Thank you, Alizé.
You're welcome, Milos. Now, you'll feel breathless for a little while still, but don't fret. It'll get easier to speak with time. That said, we can't rule out the possibility of a relapse. As a precaution, I would keep him away from lightning-infused objects.
Lightning? Does that include regulators?
It does. I understand if it's difficult for you to part with something that you've worn for so long, though, so it's entirely up to you.
No. For Milos's sake, I will do it. And if the environment here isn't good for him, I must consider moving outside the dome.
You two would be more than welcome in Tulihyolal.
It's very assuring to hear that. If you don't mind, could you tell me about the process?
I'm happy. I can talk again. Before, I couldn't even thank my mother for caring for me. But now we can talk lots. I can tell her that I'm happy, that I like it when she strokes my hair.
Aww. Your mother is happy to talk to you as well, I'm sure.
Queen Sphene always cheered me up. Always said that she would cure me. Today, I'll practice walking with Mother. And next time, I'll go and visit you.
Thank you for explaining everything.
We'll come again to check on you. So if you have any other questions, just let me know. Right. Let's get going, shall we?
Please come back soon. You too, miss.
It's good to see Milos doing so well.
The Endless Me gave him the strength to hang on, and she didn't rely on any special power to do so.
She wanted her people to be happy. Even though we had to fight, her love for them was very real, and it reached Milos.
I wish to be there to watch him grow as well. To make my way beside the people of Alexandria. In the name of his evolution, Calyx has wrought much unease and misery, and I cannot condone his path. No, I shall forge ahead on a path of my own, one that honors the memory of my other self.
As I treated Milos with Angelo, I couldn't help but think of Gabu and Alric. I wonder how they've been. I wish the Endless Fiend could have been here to see Milos. Fiend is in higher spirits. Milos is a kind and brave boy. It did me well to see him. One day I hope that I can speak with him about my other self. Come, let us return to the back room, and on the way let us pick up treats for our friends. A little gift to show our appreciation for their hard work.
Citizens of Alexandria, please be advised. The distribution of neo-regulators has concluded. We ask that all recipients equip their regulators and promptly complete device registration. The evolution of our kind is at hand. Together we shall rise above death and bask in the infinite possibilities of eternal life.
What is this?
Evolution? What evolution?
Those with neo-regulators will become endless, apparently.
You mean there's no more? Well, don't you feel lucky?
Don't look at me like that. Queen's Fiend said there were only so many.
I haven't registered mine yet. The more I thought about it, the more unsure I felt about becoming an Endless.
Well, I registered right away. Anything to stop those terrible nightmares of being killed by mechanical soldiers.
Ultimately, what you think is immaterial. For the seeds we've sown have already quickened. The people have glimpsed hope in transcending death, and they can ill turn away from it. I see. The terror of their first encounter with death still lingers in their hearts. Having previously been spared even the idea of it, they know not how to handle the emotions.
The funeral was meant to give everyone the chance to come to terms with loss, to grieve and move forward together. But everyone who was wearing a regulator had their memories of that moment erased. And to see those oblivious, happy souls, those who remembered must have wondered if it might not be better to be like them, to go back to a time when death didn't exist.
And now they've been presented with the chance to do just that by becoming an Endless. It's not hard to see why they would consider it.
If this fear of death continues to spread among the people, what will become of Alexandria? The gifts for our friends will have to wait. We should return to the back room at once.
Oh, you're safe. That broadcast had us worried. The entire populace is on edge.
So Alphino and the others are still out there.
We have a situation on our hands! A civilian has been killed by a mechanical soldier here on Trueview. Wayakwe is on the scene and reports that the problem unit has been subdued by another sentry.
That doesn't make sense. Only someone with the King of Resolve's authority could order a soldier to do that.
Not good. I tried to check the status of the authority but was blocked from the core system. Given recent developments, I'd wager that Calyx is responsible for this.
Perhaps we should go and see for ourselves.
It's me. There's been an incident in the outskirts. A mechanical soldier attacked a local resident, for no apparent reason. Fortunately, several nearby hunters dealt with the rogue machine, so everyone is safe. But if other soldiers were to... Wait, is that... Oh gods. More hostile sentries are bound for the settlement. I'll try to lure them away and then lose them somehow.
Ill tidings, I take it.
In the outskirts, too?
You'll go and help Erenville, won't you? We couldn't forgive ourselves if he came to harm. I'll have Geode join you from Earth and Sky.
I'm coming too. I can't stay here while my people are in danger.
Let's go.
Geode, can you hear me? Something's happened in the outskirts. I will have to continue this another time as I need to go have food, but I will continue it later on. Thank you all for watching. Love you all. Bye for now. Mwah.